energies to merge, to merge, to merge. The dawn allow these energies to merge so that the dawn or the light is awakened within them, within awakened, 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 within awakened. Humanity creates the sacred bridge between earth and sky.
All right, namaste and catch my family, and welcome to another TeamLight interviews. I'm here with my brother. You might know him as Chief Russell Gould. What's up, big boy? What's popping?
Hey, what's going on, TeamLight?
Yeah, dude, did you see yourself? I put you in Buckaroo Banzai. That was you. That was you as Buckaroo. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, we did. I'm like, Chief, where are you, bro? I know you just got back from Australia. I know you're over there crushing, and I know you got to take some just a month to chill out, right? After that, but I got to tell you, man, everyone is so excited coming to the Bridge Expo to not only see you speak on Sunday, but also to do you have a whole private group session going on there. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're good. That's exciting. First of all, for those of you that don't know a lot about me, you can find me on lastflagstanding.com, watch my documentaries. I talk about, it's going to be a little different. We're going to talk about all the spellers we got out here, all the spell casting and how it comes to the planet and what it really looks like on contract. So I'm really, really honored to talk about that and to look about how we take our spelling and to break the negative spells to hold our galactic space, and talking a little bit about the quantum banking system, which I created, which is a 3-system paradigm from the celestial space banking, the sovereign space there, which is totally up to the knowledge and the condition of spirit of whatever's coming in for whoever's holding that position. And it's not me to judge that. I can't even define that. It's everybody's own wisdom and the own knowledge that gets manifested there, and then how that transfers down through what we call the divine space banking pyramid, which now at that point, now we're looking at transitioning from a dimensional space into what we call a 3D paradigm, and working on our spelling and our spell casting, and looking at the parse syntax grammar and how grammar and words come together, and how syntax is the formation of words come together to control the manifestation of your matrix, and just kind of looking at more of the mirror, what we got, what the man in the mirror. It's not about my man in the mirror. I'm cleaning my mirror, I'm doing my fixing, and it's right. the man in the mirror. So it's not about me telling anybody what to do. It's about them controlling their own man in the mirror, and looking at the casting of spells that have been placed here on mankind. So looking at it from more of a corporate business construct, in the paradigm of the quantum banking system actually does away with the normal banks here, because there's such abundance here on this in this dimension, and opening up the paradigm for free thinking and solutions and cures to be looked at in a comprehensive corporate structure of the grammar. So
listen, I'm just so pumped to have you on our team. I got to be honest. I'm like, dude, get it. I'm like, my brain's like, get it, Chief. I'm like, crush him. Crush them with the quantum entanglement. Put them into the ashes of oblivion. I love you. I don't know, you know, and
it's about manifesting what
time.
you have in your mirror, right? Everybody has their own mirror. Everybody has their own perception. I always look at it a little bit different. I don't look at it as, you know, I don't say to people, well, I believe it when I see it. No, because everybody has their own perspective of knowledge and wisdom that they take to their day-to-day life. So it's not about what other people see. It's about what's in your mirror and how you clean that mirror and manifest into this 3D paradigm. So it's really a little bit different scope where you don't have the all the haters, the dream killers, you know, oh, I'm going to believe it when I see it. No. The mirror's already there. The mirror's already there, bro.
Listen, we're so close to the precipice of all of that. Let's just shush. We have our group. They've got their group. You know what I mean? Listen, we're going straight up. And, you know, a lot of this too, you know, with me and you know, when you come by the house and we were, you know, working on the alchemy, you know, I know maybe you talk a little bit about your skill set, but me and Chief, we nerd out on our alchemy. I'm like, dude, I got this new, you got to wait to see my energy output on these devices. And he's like, really? So, I mean, everyone knows you on the quantum level. For me, it's like, you're just a fellow alchemist, you know, like I feel like we have past lives where we were like making crazy. It's like the Philosopher's Stone. Like we knew about it. Like we were working on it in past lives. You know what I mean?
When you look at the monos and how that establishes what we call, everybody has their own path with that. And you really have to do your own homework to comprehend what I'm saying. The what is it, the Shanana, the bin, whatever you want to talk about it. You know, it is the divine space of the right to rule on the planet for sure.
Right.
And we know nobody has it in the fiction because everybody's dying. So, you know, they're out and they're not really dying. It's actually our bodies are crystalline DNA. I spent a lot of time with the military. And, you know, they're not really killers, right? They don't really kill anyone because the crystalline DNA is still stored up in the body and they have technology that they move the negative, that energy through the crystalline resonance and some of the things that they do with the low over the horizon techniques. And so that's how they keep the negative here. And so looking at how to control that, you know, I have different techniques like you do to kind of isotope that. And so we'll talk
with our powers combined. Like listen, there's a lot of, I see like where this is going, and if you guys out there across the planet, like just really feel about that feeling you're feeling in your chest right now. The future is going to be awesome. And I just want you guys to know the team's getting put together. Hey, listen, I can't wait to be dancing. You better come to the dance. Tell me you're coming to shake it on Saturday night. I got you a VIP room. I need you in the outfit, popping and locking with your family. Okay. I'm just telling you.
Rion, I would love.
Okay. We're not going to confirm nor deny the involvement of dancing on the night of the 18th. Okay.
I want to just qualify. I'm not really in a dancing mode yet because I feel like there's a lot of work that's very serious work that has to be handled. So for me to dance the way that
I have the answer. I bought one of those ET blow up outfits where, you know, like the ET's holding the person and they're like, oh no, maybe we'll just put you completely incognito and you're in everyone's photo. And they're like, who's the guy in the ET mask? He was awesome. I'm like, oh dude, that was Chief Russell Gould. You didn't know that? He's in all your photos, but you didn't know it was him. You just didn't know.
You're putting me on the spot here a little, and that's okay.
No, listen.
I have not made a choice yet. You know, I love being in the energy of dancing. I have my own, I mainly play, I like to play the body.
We know you can moonwalk and break dance. You don't have to tell everyone from here to South Africa. We know you can shake it. I know you can shake it. We get it. You got some suave in there. We know you can bust a move. Okay, listen. As you can see, I know things are very serious out there on Earth.
Yes.
We're trying to bring the light and the high level intelligence, which my brother brings. And I just want you guys to get pumped and excited and Chief, you want to crush some more of the quantum stuff? You want to talk a little bit about it? I know, or do you want to save it for your presentation on Sunday? You tell me.
Yeah. It's going to be a basic concepts that will help people, kind of share their own man in the mirror techniques based upon what they learn. It'll be talking about breaking down words, putting sentences together, and the protocols of maritime contracts. So it'll be a little bit different. And then taking a look at the usuries that people have, the usuries such as, what do they do with their banks? What do they do with their driver's licenses? It's a little bit different. We have different protocols that we use where we're setting up a juxtaposition, but there's nothing to be next to. So because there's nothing out there except for your mirror and my mirror, and it's not me to judge your mirror, it's you to judge your mirror. The quantum banking system will do away with banks. What I do is I give everybody their own banking systems as well as their own judicial system to control their corporate structures. So because all courts on planet are closed because of the martial law, and the martial law means that there's no civil sectors open for business. Once you comprehend the corporate paradigms of how that works, that will be some of the data that I'll be talking about and how contracts are set up for business ventures. So
I just feel like I want to be like I'm like the dumb blonde from Orange County. I'll be like, Chief, can I have like the template? Can I have the template for my quantum trust? I trust you. Listen, everyone trusts you, bro. So that's what I want to get people. I know you have to be serious in all your other podcasts. Here's the thing, you guys. What you need to know about Chief is his heart. I have my bullshit meter is at 100,000 24 hours a day because we're very select with who we let in our circles. And I know, Chief, you're just like me. What I'm trying to say is that people need to know actually how bright of a light you really are and how much bullshit you went through to get this information and what you had to create. I mean, you had to do your 40 days and 40 nights. I mean, listen, we're not going into that. We're not going to the 7 flags of the what the F. What I'm trying to say is that if people take a deep dive into your content and your information on Last Flag Standing, and they really understand what you went through and what you're trying to share, I think that is what's paramount right now in the collective consciousness of Earth, for people to at least be educated on a different system and truly what has been done to America and all of us in this enslavement process, right? People need to first know what happened.
Yeah, we're funding our own death. And if you think about it, you have Archer Daniel Midland, you have BlackRock, you have these big corporate structures, and they own the shares of all the insurance companies. Well, everybody pays insurance every month, so you have them putting the regulations on what they put into our salts, into our food, into our water, how we're funding our own demise. The IRS got kicked out of the United States in 1999. It's when the United States government ceased to exist. In Canada in 2017, and Australia in 2019. Comprehending the structures of finances where things were compared to where they are now is really, I would like people to step into their own paradigm, into their own energy, into their own strength, to where they don't fund their own death. And so that's why I have a claim of the life. I love people, and I love to do what I do. And if those that are close in my circle of my trust, those that I have my vices, as I like to, go skiing and go, play basketball.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Basketball, I'm a highly tuned world-class athlete, and that goes, I don't know, it's true, but my main skill, the dancing is cool, but for me, I like to play the body flute. For me, that's like the best flute to play. So, once you comprehend that and how that energy moves, and it has to be mutual, and people have to meet you on a mutual level. It's not like you're stepping up above anyone, but just the laws of attraction and how that manifestation works is very important to me to share to the world. And I don't get out a whole lot. The world keeps me right where I want to be. I like to be the guy just chilling. I'm a chill guy.
Listen, it's like you're the future self. I'm like, listen, I want to be in that shirt chilling, with a bunch of gold behind me. You know what I mean? I'm getting there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
well, most people don't know that when my dad's family came over from Europe, their last name was Gould, and they changed it to Gould. So most people don't know that about me. So I just wanted to put something different up there. I'm getting excited, get back into the lab here pretty soon. So I'm pretty excited about that.
I'm excited about the lab. I was like, hey man, that's cool. But like, when are you going back in the lab, bruh? Like, you know what I mean? I got something, so yes.
That's coming soon. So cool. I'm very focused on that. I took a month off when I got back from Australia, and I just went to the mountains and just did a lot of self-flexion and really did a lot of grounding and just really got back to nature and the basics of life and being thankful for everything that comes into my life. I want to live in a state of gratitude and thankfulness. And I try to do that every morning in my meditations and in my thought processes, just to be very thankful. So
I have a question. What are some things you think that we all have to look forward to for 2026? We can feel the energy ramping up. We know there's been a lot of energetic changes on the surface of the world. I know there's a lot of things about this 3i Atlas coming in. What are some of the things you feel that are going to improve? Like, me and you, we have to take a look at the entire spectrum of good and bad, right? What are some positive things you think that are going to change for these months coming up into 2026?
I feel like the cosmic energy of kindness and fairness and full closure between our fellow mankind is going to come to the surface. I really feel like, so you really can't put a value on cosmic energy. When you do something good for someone, I'm thinking it's going to ping pong a lot more in the now space. So I'm feeling that. That's one of the main energy shifts that I'm seeing, is that people are going to be more energetically tuned, and they're going to pass the energy back and forth and not hoard the energy, but let it be a transport through their now space, and to not pass it forward, but to connect energetically in a positive way for our fellow mankind. So I feel like that, I don't get into the death cult because I'm seeing that not in my mirror. So we're going to talk a little bit about that at the expo, about how to, fix my mirror. I'm not going to tell you. You got to figure it out for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not for me to be judgmental towards what people do with their own mirror. I just make a choice consciously not to be part of a death cult, but to love my fellow mankind. And if you're like in my inner circle, you know that I try to give you a hand up at every turn when you're in my now space, because I love just the energy and seeing the positivity of how that gratitude comes back.
The reactions and the responses for everyone who got a ticket and everyone that's, signed up for your group session on a Sunday, they've just been very excited and very appreciative. I honestly think you have some of the best people, Chief. Like, and even me meeting some of your friends that were also postmasters, William, he's going to be on stage with you, asking you some questions. He's a stud. We love Mr. O'Boyle. He's like, hey man, you should have seen him. He's like, I put you in the trailer. He's like, hey man, where's my trailer? I'm like, calm down. Listen, there's only one Chief. You got everyone gets a shot. I put you. He's in the trailer now, but no, he's super solid, and he only speaks the highest of you. So
yeah, I stepped into his hyperbaric chamber, and it shut down the system because they had to reboot like two or three times because of the energy that was in there. He was just tripping. He's like, what in the world is this? He goes, this doesn't happen. Shuts down, had to reboot, shuts down, had to reboot. He's like, whoa, Chief. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Listen, do you want to tell them? Okay, let's do the little secrets, little 144 secrets. Let's talk about how, when you choose your heart and when you choose a very difficult path, which you have, and which many of us have, especially your beautiful family here in the comments and my family, we are divinely protected. And I like to think that a lot of people, need to truly believe in that light and that energy, because I know, at least in my life, I'm just lucky to be here. I mean, how many times honestly, in my early 20s, I'm lucky to even look like this and be speaking in a positive way. But the thing is that a lot of us really do have a divine mission and our purpose for being here on this earth, and to truly help one another. And I feel that a lot of us with those voltages, man, as these, some of us are holding higher and higher frequencies as we're activating that dormant DNA. I really do feel that we are kind of being grouped together in not per se a breakaway, but I really do feel a dimensional shift. I can see it in people. I can see the people that are doing good and accelerating, and then I can see people still kind of working on themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm seeing a lot of changes happening in the collective consciousness, and I'm just here to remind everybody, all you can do is make one positive change every single day, even if it's a very small change. But long term, it actually is a complete course correction. So I know you feel about this as a leader that you've had to help many people, right, kind of overcome some of their fears.
Yeah, fear is a definite crippler, and it creeps in when you're not focused on the positivity of what you're doing and not knowing the outcome and not manifesting the outcome. It's not up to me to judge anyone. I'm judging myself and being as neutral and peaceful as I can be. The world itself, in my matrix, is very kind, and the ones that I allow into my now space are wonderful beings, and I love them very much. But as far as collectively, them by their performances, and the quantum banking system is a social behavioral system, because it puts accountability in the condition of mind on trial based upon the facts, because you preset the facts using the prepositional phrases. And as you preset the facts don't change. So the only thing to look at is the condition of thinking, that what created the facts. And so it's, you could call it a polytheistic system based upon what energy you feed in your mind to create a performance. So do you feed the energy of negative, or do you feed the energy of positive and love and kindness to your fellow mankind? So, the Christ consciousness within all of us is, but there's also a duality there. And so, what energy does mankind feed? And so I'll know them by their performances, and definitely you will know me by my performances.
Hey, that's what's up. People can talk a good game. It's like, show up, bruh. Let me see. Because I hear, I see. Listen. No, me and you are on the show. We're showing up. Listen, what I'm trying to say is, like, I hear a lot of, like, I don't know. There's a lot of words out there. Listen, in life, all you kind of remember are the actions that you take and those big choices that you make in life and the memories that you make with loved ones. My thing is that, with TeamLight and what we're all about and why we love Cheap so much is that our collective is those light beings, or those that are actually here to change the world for the better. And I feel that it's a collective group. It's everyone coming together, sharing their assets and wisdom. That is how we overcome 1,000+ years of enslavement, if not more. It takes all of us coming together, sharing our resources, sharing our minds, and sharing our hearts. And I think that's something that I really strive for, especially when we do these conferences, or especially when we do all of our group things. For me, it's really the power of all of us together, the power of all of those intellects, the power of all that intelligence and those like minds and hearts. That's where I really get inspired. And that's what I like to do.
I like to challenge, like, the national security agencies and the fumbling, bumbling idiots and all the agencies to release the videos of all the performances of me becoming chief judge and taking control of the federal apparatus globally. I'd like to challenge the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, to show us a charter that's written correct to not enslave mankind. And I'd like to have them all release the videos of a bad man ripping them for the last 30 years. Not mainly on podcasts, of course, but the actual performances.
Dude,
that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm seeing it in my mind.
I feel like I'm your cheerleader. I'm like, do it.
Hey, the court-martialings, you got to comprehend. I'm in Washington, D.C. every 45 days for 3 years with 50 cameras on me, like 20 feet away, and they're just freaked out because, I'm doing my thing.
Crushing.
So I would love I challenge the government right now to release those videos. There are no presidents. This is all nonsense. I'm hoping the people wake up. I don't know, but it's not my mirror. It's their mirror. And so it's up to them to figure that out. I could just walk the walk, but if I'm talking it, I mean it. If I said it, I meant it. And
100%.
There's a lot of misnomers about me out there, a lot of haters. But they're new into the quantum. A lot of the new lightened people or who claim to be lightened people are pretty new onto the scene after COVID, and have studied quantum grammar maybe for 10 years and they think they know something. And for them to actually get in there and actually do something, show me.
Yeah.
Show me.
No, I'm with you. I know, I'm with you.
Like I said, I challenge the NSA and the fumbling, bumbling idiots to release the video to the general public so they can find out that there has not been a president. And this is what's causing the wars. This is what's causing the border evasions and all these things, because there's no structure in place. So what I'm trying to do is put a communication structure in place that has some authenticity for creative cures and positive performances on the planet.
And I think that's actually from coast to coast, from continent to continent, what the world needs. It's not just a United States thing. Our whole planet needs an ordinance of balance and efficiencies that makes sense for everyone living here, not serving the very few. So
and this is where the social behavioral system comes in, because of the interface of quantum grammar. I can translate in and out of all languages in the world and lose no deviation in our sentence structure. When we were in Germany, we had multiple languages on the table where very good performers in the quantum grammar were translating between Romanian, German, you name the language, they were there. It was fascinating to watch. Spanish, French, Dutch, Portuguese. It was fascinating to watch the translations and how people got along once they realized that it was a communication procedure, and it was fun, and it brought a lot of happiness to people. And life is about, it's very serious, but it's also about having fun and enjoying the fruits of your labors.
So again, you're going to be moonwalking on the dance floor on Saturday, because that's my man. I'm speaking it into the universe. Listen. We were both very powerful manifestors, as you well know, and I'm just trying to say just a little, But
I'm
okay. You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree. But I'm trying to say
I play the body flute. That's my tool of choice.
Okay. I think that means you like to shake it. I think that's what it means. Okay. All right. Listen. Okay. Back to the news. Hi. So yes, for everyone watching out there across the earth, the main thing for us to focus on is there are answers to these questions, and there are very gifted people out there that have already broken it down all the way from the quantum syntax to our financial system to our governmental structures. It's not unknown. And that's what everyone who maybe just the first time you're seeing me and my brother Chief Russell's face is. These things that confuse you are known to groups of people. We're not confused. So there are people in high-level governments and three-letter agencies that know exactly who my brother is and what he's done and the positive things he's done for humanity. It's just time for a lot of these disclosures to be made. And I honestly feel in the same way that they're trying to have the same UFO disclosure, right? Right now they're trying to go, okay, we do have things. Yeah. In that same disclosure function, I think we should have, which is even more valid, I feel, for all of us living down here and in these struggles and overcoming this stuff, is we should have a full disclosure of what's really going on in our government and our financial system, just as much as we should have UFOs and plasma drives. And you know what I mean? Like, we should be having more information on, how the powers that were are operating and how the true republic, or, that's uprising out of these ashes, should function. And I just feel that you have a very important part to play in that, my brother.
I was just given some data that was quite humorous to me, so I just have to
listen. I know you listen with the table.
I like to laugh, but
we know.
I would say that there's no need for financial disparity on this planet, and there's no need for monetaries of the past to be here now, because it's just not needed. And so, I'll just leave it at that, and we'll talk more about that at the expo. I'm really looking forward to meeting TeamLight, hanging out. I can't wait. We're going to have a booth there, so I'm just going to just chill. I'm just going to chill. Cool. And very, very honored and very thankful to come, and blessings to your team and everybody that's putting it together. There's a number of people behind the scenes work very hard to put these expos together. So I'd like to give them, first of all, a first shout out and love to you for backing Rion, putting him on his team. And I don't know exactly what that all looks like. And I have a team as well. So thank my team for coming.
It's a family. It's not a team. It's a family.
Yeah, it's a big network, and I know I've put on a lot of workshops, so I know exactly how difficult these things are to bring everything together. So thank you, Rion and TeamLight, and all the workers that are behind it. And I have a press diplomat, Rachel Prince, setting a lot of things up. So thank her, and blessings for everybody.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen, this was a little just, hey, we'll see you guys next Friday. Right, we're coming in hot, and we'll see you guys in Dallas. I just want to get my brother Chief on here to say hello and share the excitement. And we will be live streaming. If you guys check the links on Unite the Collective on either Facebook, and Rachel can copy and paste, but Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Rumble, we're live everywhere. There is the live link. We will be streaming Saturday and Sunday, thanks to High Vibe TV and my brother David Palmer. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead.
Hey, just thank you guys, and really, I'm looking forward to bringing the best knowledge that I can for the peeps of the world.
Yes,
and, just very thankful. Just staying in gratitude.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next weekend. All right, till next time. Peace.
Oh.
Turn off the light. Take a deep breath and relax.
Bringers of the dawn allow these energies to merge, these energies to merge so that the dawn or the light is awakened within them. Humanity creates the sacred bridge between earth and sky.